Welcome back to my channel, where we take lessons from your favorite anime characters and apply them to the real life to unlock your full potential. In today's video, we're diving deep into how Ayanokoji uses the 48 laws of power to outsmart powerful enemies and get what he wants. But before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting content. And don't forget to leave your thoughts, questions, and suggestions in the comments below. Now, without further ado, let's embark on this incredible journey together. Law number 3. Conceal your intentions. Keep people off balance and in the dark by never revealing the purpose behind your actions. If they have no clue what you are up to, they cannot prepare a defense. Guide them far enough down the wrong path, envelop them in enough smoke, and by the time they realize your intentions, it will be too late. Ayanokoji never tells anyone everything about his plans. He might tell his allies a portion of his strategy, but never the whole thing. He does it to keep the information from leaking out to the enemy. If that were to occur, Ayanokoji's enemies would use that information to stop him, trick him, and destroy him, and Class D at the same time. Ayanokoji conceals his intentions either by being quiet or by presenting false information. He says he wants one thing, but in reality, he wants something else. Using this dirty trick, Ayanokoji distracts his enemies from his real agenda. Ayanokoji uses this law successfully during the island exam. He made Horikita show her card, claiming he wants to know what makes Class D cards different from other class cards. In reality, he just wants to trick the Class C spy into stealing the card and give it to Class C leader. But if you have already watched the anime series, you know what happened. Ayanokoji outsmarted Class C and ended up winning the island test. Law number 4. Always say less than necessary. When you are trying to impress people with words, the more you say, the more common you appear and the less in control. Even if you are saying something banal, it will seem original if you make it vague, open-ended, and sphinx-like. Powerful people impress and intimidate by saying less. The more you say, the more likely you are to say something foolish. Ayanokoji doesn't talk much. His quiet and reserved demeanor is well known among the audience. He never talked about his past and didn't say much about his thoughts, feelings, or ideas. Because of these attributes, Ayanokoji is very hard to understand. People have no clue about what he thinks or what he wants. In his enemies' eyes, these traits make Ayanokoji dangerous because he is too unpredictable. Ayanokoji also carefully chooses the piece of information he reveals to others. Information is a dangerous weapon. Someone could use it to hurt you. That's why information influences people's behavior so much. Thus, Ayanokoji can somewhat control how people act by carefully managing the flow of information he shares with them. So, if you apply this law strategically in your life, you too can influence people around you. Finally, always saying less than necessary forces you to observe and listen more than you talk. Ayanokoji is already quiet in nature, so it comes easily for him to pay attention to other people. It helps him quickly gather information, find possible allies, and figure out what his enemies are planning. These are vital if he wants to outcompete the other class. Law number 13. When asking for help, appeal to the self-interests of others. If you need to turn to an ally for help, do not bother to remind him of your past assistance and good deeds. He will find a way to ignore you. Instead, uncover something in your request or in your alliance with him that will benefit him and emphasize it out of all proportion. He will respond enthusiastically when he sees something to be gained for himself. Ayanokoji Kiyotaka just wants to have a normal, peaceful life throughout his high school journey. He is surely determined to achieve such objective because of the rigorous training he went through in the White Room. Nevertheless, the school he is at is exceptionally competitive. He could be kicked out of school and lose his freedom if he doesn't defeat the enemies. That is why Ayanokoji needs allies to carry out his plans. To preserve a peaceful life at school, he needs Horikita to get all the credit for what he has accomplished. Thus, he will not draw unnecessary attention to him. To get Horikita's cooperation, Ayanokoji tells her that he will get her to Class A. This offer makes Horikita more willing to assist Ayanokoji as long as he respects his part of the deal. In summary, people are self-centered. They do things that are good for them. So, if you want someone to help you, you should first find out what they're interested in. That's why it's so important to learn about the other side before negotiating. You need to know what they want to get what you want. When you negotiate, you must make sure that your interests are in line with those of the other party. Law number 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. No one likes feeling stupider than the next person. The trick, then, is to make your victims feel smart. And not just smart, but smarter than you are. Once convinced of this, they will never suspect that you may have ulterior motives. The most well-known traits about Ayanokoji are his crazy intellect and amazing athletic abilities. So why would he hide these things to other people? He doesn't want to draw too much attention to himself. If you're too smart, some people are eager to bring you down because of envy. In the short term, stupid, envious people cannot do a lot of damage, but in the long run, they can destroy you. Ayanokoji knows that he has enemies that are exceptionally intelligent. He knows that those enemies could use those stupid, envious people against him and keep him from achieving his goals. Thus, to make his life easier, Ayanokoji decides to keep his abilities secret from most people and only show them to the right persons. Ayanokoji also makes himself appear harmless. Thus, it's easy for people to let down their guard around him. This helps him get information quickly and read through his enemy's next move without raising any suspicion. When you seem harmless, it's hard for people to think that you are planning something even slightly dangerous against them. This will make them more vulnerable to you, hence shifting the power dynamics towards you.